Neurodiversity. Perhaps you've noticed this word appearing more frequently in conversations lately. Some might dismiss it as another trendy term, but the reality is that this field is relatively uncharted territory, with most meaningful insights emerging in just the past few decades. As our understanding deepens, we're discovering that the world is far more diverse in how people think and process information than we ever realized. When we talk about neurodiversity, we're discussing the natural variations in the human brain that affect learning, attention, social behavior, and mood. It's the idea that differences in cognitive functioning are a normal part of the human experience. Cognition itself covers the entire range of mental activities, from perception and memory to reasoning, problem-solving, and imagination. Essentially, neurodiversity is about recognizing that every brain works uniquely, with some cognitive differences standing out more than others. Think of someone with ADHD. They might struggle with impulse control or keeping things organized, but excel in creativity and hyper-focus on tasks that captivate their interest. Or consider a person on the autism spectrum who may find changes in routine overwhelming, yet possesses a remarkable memory and a keen eye for detail. The strengths and challenges of neurodivergent individuals can be quite different from what society typically expects. It's important to understand that the world as we know it is designed with a certain type of brain in mind, the neurotypical brain. This group, representing about 80% of the population, generally functions in ways that align with societal norms. But when society's expectations, how to behave, work, or communicate, don't accommodate different ways of thinking, many people end up feeling alienated or exhausted from constantly trying to fit in. Historically, our understanding of neurodivergence was limited and options for support were scarce. It was only in the last few decades that serious efforts have been made to better understand and accommodate those who think differently. For many, trying to navigate a world that wasn't built for them feels like an endless struggle just to keep up. Bridging the gap between neurotypical and neurodiverse individuals is essential not just for inclusion, but for preventing burnout and fostering a more compassionate society. Studies suggest that approximately 15 to 20% of the global population is neurodiverse, yet nearly half may not even realize it. This is partly because knowledge about these conditions is still evolving, and for some, the idea of being labeled has been met with resistance due to lingering stigma. In the past, many parents chose not to pursue diagnoses for their children, thinking they were protecting them from judgment. Unfortunately, this often led to more profound mental health challenges later on, as the child's needs went unrecognized and unmet. Language shapes how we understand our world. And for those who have always felt different or struggled without knowing why, learning about neurodiversity can be empowering. It's not about being broken or wrong. It's about recognizing that brains can work in many ways, each with its own strengths and challenges. Among the various conditions within the neurodiverse spectrum, dyslexia, ADHD, and autism are the most commonly identified. Dyslexia affects around 10% of adults and involves difficulties with language processing, such as reading and writing, yet often comes with heightened verbal skills or problem-solving abilities. ADHD affects roughly 4 to 5% of people and manifests in different ways: hyperactive impulsive, inattentive, or combined. While hyperactive types may struggle with impulse control, inattentive individuals often go undiagnosed because their symptoms are less disruptive. Both types can bring unique strengths like creativity and resilience, especially in the right environments. Autism spectrum disorder, which affects 1 to 2% of the population, encompasses a wide range of experiences. People on the spectrum may face challenges with social interaction or understanding language, but they often have exceptional memory skills or unconventional problem-solving approaches. The spectrum's variability makes it difficult to generalize, but that diversity in perception can lead to valuable insights. Together, dyslexia, ADHD, and autism account for around 70% of the neurodiverse population, but there are many other conditions that fall under this umbrella. Imagine a world where people no longer have to struggle to conform to norms that don't fit them, a place where neurodiverse individuals are supported and understood. That kind of inclusive world would allow everyone to express themselves more freely and pursue their goals more effectively. As awareness grows, so does the acceptance of different ways of being. While no society is perfect, it's encouraging to see progress in embracing diversity across various dimensions, including neurocognition. We're moving towards a future where all kinds of minds are valued for their contributions. It's through education, empathy, and open-mindedness that we continue to evolve together. Understanding the richness of neurodiversity is not just about accommodating differences. It's about celebrating them.